Hello everybody and welcome to another top 5 records video. Today I'm going to be talking about a subject about which I've seen a lot of speculating going on online. I see it on the Steve Hoffman forum, I see it on Google a lot, and I see it on Discogs. A lot of people ask this question, and the 45 RPM audiophile guy, Michael from Düsseldorf, is also going to talk about this in the next video. So I thought, you know what, I'll add my thoughts to this, because everybody's been talking about this box. It's the Beatles mono box from 2014. It is considered one of the holy grails of current day vinyl collectors, Beatles collectors. And, well, to be quite frank, yeah, it is. It's a beautiful, gorgeous box set. This sounds brilliant. It looks good. And everybody's been wondering, when are we gonna see a re-release of this today, especially with the increase in interest in audiophile releases? When will the Beatles 2014 mono box be re-released? And what I'm gonna tell you, you might not like this. And again, I'm speculating, but I'm gonna explain why I'm speculating. This is most likely never gonna get re-released. Why do I think that? It's got to do with a couple of reasons. First of all, 2014 was a different year in audiophile collecting than the current years are. In 2014, there was a slight increase, there was a slight interest, but nobody expected the craze going on. I believe that this box was a love project. From the people at Apple, from the people who made this box. Michael Fremer was involved. People dove into the vaults. They got access to the analog tapes, and they made an analog box with the artwork being brilliantly fitting. Even the little flap out on the back side of the records, they've done it correctly. They've done it brilliantly. It is a piece of love. That's what this box is. And the sound is brilliant. The only thing that just sounds a little bit better are, in my opinion, the original UK mono ones, or from time to time the original UK when they used the same stampers, the same stampers. I've heard some 70s reissues with the same stampers. They also can sound pretty good. Nevertheless, this box is wonderful. I mean, a white album mono in there, all the mono pressings of these records. It's gorgeous, it's great, and this is a box made out of love. Because when they were sold for about $250, $350 a box. Right now, prices on Discogs and also on Amazon go between $1,500 and $2,000. Now, you cannot put those prices on a re-release and put it in shops. It wouldn't be logical. Besides, even if those would be the prices of a new Beatles box set today, they would miss out on something which Apple has found out the last couple of years. Because the state of vinyl collecting has changed since 2014. Now, what has happened? In 2017, they started releasing remasters, and for example, the Sgt. Pepper's remaster, or in 2019 we had the Abbey Road 50th anniversary, and these re-releases, they did incredibly well. I mean, these went around for about 13 bucks, 30 bucks, and the boxes of these sets, for example, I've got here the Let It Be box. Whoop. The booklet is going on. The Let It Be box from last year. This one went for around 150 euros. And this one for about the white album box, 80 or 100 euros. And all of these boxes and their singular editions, they went into the top of the charts of the vinyl. So, when you've got a box set which contains about 11 albums, and also you have to pay for 11 albums in writing fees, or it's also the value of the writing fees, because you put 11 albums into a box. I mean that's also 11 times the possibility of a release, and you sell it for about $250 or $350. But when you stretch it out and you put all these 11 albums, and the albums which are not included in this box, so you go about 13, 14 albums, and you can put that over time and make box sets surrounding these albums, which go for about 100 and 150, and single releases which sell way beyond that. I mean, the single editions and the box editions of these single albums are way more valuable for Apple Records than the release of one big box set. Because one big box set, it also shoots all of their ammunition away, all the ammunition for coming years. So that now they are spreading their moments of releasing albums. It also has to do a bit with marketing and publicity. So now they are waiting. I guess the next step will be that they will do a re-release of Please Please Me. So you got it probably in 2023, a re-release of Please Please Me, and then you can a year beyond that do a re-release, a 60th anniversary of A Hard Day's Night. You can constantly release things, and that's also what's going on in the minds at Apple Records. These people just, I mean, they want to be working in 10 or 15 or 20 years. They are not gonna release so much at the same time. And people might say, yeah, but one box doesn't really make a lot of sense if they would only put out one box. Well, we can see in their current releases that they are already being scarce in what they are releasing. For example, this box, it is a beautiful Let It Be box. It has 4 LPs, and nevertheless, it's missing something. It's missing, in my opinion, the most important thing. It has the original album, which you say is in a new mix. They have the Get Back sessions, the Apple sessions. They have the Get Back rehearsal and Apple jams. They have the Get Back the the Glyn Johns mix. All very interesting records. But what is fundamentally interesting about Let It Be would initially be, one, going to the trouble of releasing an all analog version of Let It Be from the original tapes, which they have not done with these re-releases. I mean, the amount of effort that went into getting all analog pressings of the mono box set, they don't even go to the trouble of doing it with these singular editions. These take way less time. But secondly, what's missing, and I found it incredible, and it shows the way Apple Records is thinking, this thing is missing. The Let It Be Naked edition, which are the mixes Paul McCartney did about 20 years ago, without all the Phil Spector bombast, a different track listing, and I actually prefer this version above the original. This is not in the Let It Be box. Why isn't it? Because a re-release of Let It Be Naked is much more valuable when you do it in about 10 years. If you release a record like this every 10 years, its value goes down. And now they're not interested in Discogs value, because Discogs value is not going to give them anything. But they want market value. The moment that they re-release this in about 10 years, and it's the first time in 30 years that it will be available again, now then you've got marketing. Then you've got a moment in time to release something. Same goes for other Beatles records we haven't seen around. For example, these beautiful anthology LPs. Beautiful, beautiful LPs. Have been pressed once, not re-released, and they contain unique material. Now why do that? Because then in 10 or 20 years you have more stuff to re-release. So if you take this into account, and the way Apple Records has been thinking the last couple of years, it would be completely illogical to do another version of the 2014 mono box set, because it will not give enough momentum over the years. It will be a lot of effort. I mean, there went more effort into that box, almost per album, than to these singular editions. At least in the regard of doing the artwork, the original analog tapes, going into those folds, doing a remix, of course, it does take some effort. But it costs so much effort. While what they're doing right now will get them much more momentum, much more marketing, and a long-term way of getting money from the Beatles catalog. And that's why I think that the 2014 box is a unique element. Nobody expected the vinyl hype to grow like it did. There was a slight interest. There were some people involved who did this box out of love, but from a marketing point of view, it's not wise to do it again, let alone right now or in the near future. So, yeah, I know that for a lot of people that is not a conclusion they enjoy, but I guess we don't have to keep our hopes up for another mono box. That's just my thought. Leave a comment below if you disagree, and see you at my next video. Bye.